I could ask for no greater honor than to fight alongside the King of Kosala. The King of Kosala, Kek W.
I just gotta tell you guys, we have Twitch emotes. So if you want to use these, please go check out my Twitch, link in the description. It takes you 2 seconds to go down there and press the follow button and sub offline if you want to. Look at these adorable emotes. Only 3 of them can be used right now. These 3, woo! The rest of these cannot be used right now because we only have 3 emote slots. So if you would like to use these adorable emotes, please go press the follow button and sub if you really want to. And we just have the brand new ones come in too. Cocopium, Tepe, and Yaimiko emote that I would love for y'all to be able to use. But unfortunately we can't right now because we only have 3 emote slots. Very copium. So please, go follow my Twitch. Thank you. On to the video.
Hey everyone, it's me, the Otaku Faggo here, and today we are starting the Lostbelt number 4. Pug. So I'm trying to hit, 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could please hit the sub button. It's completely free. It costs you nothing. It is literally just hit a button and bam, you're subscribed, and now you can watch all my videos when they come out and all that jazz. And it helps me out a lot, so thank you very much. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna jump into Lostbelt number 4. I'm very, very excited. I don't know anything about this Lostbelt. Besides Arjuna Alter being in it, I guess. Like, I don't know any of the story. Like a lot of the other Lostbelts, I've known things, but this one, I don't really know anything. So we're just gonna jump into this line, pretty much, and see where it goes. I'm very excited for this one, because I'm very excited for Arjuna Alter. I've been waiting for this man for 2 years now, and he's finally come around, and it's very, very pugs. Oh. Here we go. Starting off in that, alright, on December 31st. Also, when it comes, since I'm assuming there'll be a lot of male servants in this Lostbelt, I'm not really gonna try to differentiate their voices, because I can't do a male voice, because I'm a female, so I'll just try to, like, voice act them the best that I can, except for Pepe. Pepe I actually have a voice for, but on December 31st, 2019, the entirety of human history was erased in a single stroke. Every trace of civilization was wiped out, and in its place, the earth was left a bleached wasteland. No one knew why or how it was done. All that was clear is that humanity had been utterly defeated. No, it's worse than that. We never even had a chance to fight back. Our destroyer was known as the Foreign God, a being from a distant star wielding unfathomable power. Pog. We know this. Entity, we see. Yeah, okay, we've seen this before. We know. This planet was human. Yeah, we know. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. We know. We know about this. We know. We know what happened. Cryptors, the 7 masters of the old Chaldea who were supposed to save the world. David, Semvoid, Ophelia, Faz... I can't say her last name. Barrel Gut, Conic Zembla Lupus? Is Zem Lupus? I don't fucking know. Akuta Hinako, Scandinavian Pepper. Is that right? What the fuck kind of name is that? And Pepe, Chino. And their supposed leader, the foremost disciple of Chaldea's first director, Kishitara Woodime. No one had ever been certain they were still alive, but no sooner had they awoken that they turned on the world they had been meant to protect. Chosen by the Foreign God, the 7 cryptors were entrusted with caring for the Tree of Emptiness. The enormous trees that appeared around the world after its scoring. Each Tree of Emptiness was allowed by a Lostbelt. A hypothetical, was followed by a Lostbelt. A hypothetical history that had been pruned from the Chronicle of Humanity. There was the Russian Lostbelt, where humans had fused with beasts in order to survive in an ultra-cold environment. There was the Scandinavian Lost Belt, where a Ragnarok gone awry had robbed the world of any possible future. And there was the Chinese Lost Belt, where a single ruler who had achieved immortality carried the rest of mankind on their shoulders. These and other Lost Belts were to grow their territory, with one emerging triumphant, becoming Earth's official history, which obviously, I get the point of it, but it's like, they all want it just to be Woodheim, so it's like, what are they fighting for? I mean, well, I guess they thought maybe they had a chance against them, but then we came in and we said, fuck you, but... As far as the Cryptors were concerned, their only enemy, or rather competition, was the other Cryptors, competing to establish their Lost Belt's dominance, yet they were all very loyal to him, for the most part, for what I could tell, so but... The few remnants of the old humanity, Chaldea, were no more than a tiny bump in their road. And they destroyed our place. Before the world was wiped clean, the Cryptors had mounted an attack on the Chaldea Security Organization's headquarters, and destroyed them, which really sucks. Chaldeus was frozen solid, and race shifting, the only possible means by which humanity could have prevented the Great Reset, was lost. Yeah, we know about that. Thanks, you fuck. We know about all this that happened, yep cock. But, through many lives were lost, the survivors were forced to make a desperate retreat. The last master of Chaldea still lived. Thanks to the Shadow Border, the all-terrain void transporter that had been developed in secret, which is very, very good that it was, and its cross-dimensional zero-sail traversal method, the survivors successfully escaped into void space. Having invaded the Great Reset, they emerged in the Russian Lost Belt a few months later in April of 2020. They wanted to defeat Kodak, the Cryptor assigned to the Russian Lost Belt, overthrow the Lost Belt's king, Ivan the Terrible, and cut down its Tree of Emptiness. We know all this. Why are we repeating? Then after okay. Yeah. Now they have gained a new ally. Yes. They're setting out the next step of their quest. Yeah, we know. We know. Thank you. So, I don't need that, but okay. So, how was that recap? Did I do a good job jogging your memory? Yeah, what about the Chinese Lost Belt or the other things that happened? Oh, you don't need to tell you do not need to tell me that you do not need me to tell you about those. They just happened recently after all. I will save the recap on Gordov's grand adventure for another time. Anyway, it has now been a few months since you returned from the Chinese Lost Belt. Pog. Once you're all rested up, I'm going to have you head out to your next order, Lost Belt number 4. India, Pug. Of course, if I had known that it would take this long to get ready, I would have not hyped it up quite so much. My original calculations had me convincing Captain a bit sooner than this. Hey, it wasn't your fault we got all caught up in that ordeal. Honestly, I'm glad we were able to verify that we can actually race shift again. Are you talking about the, comma incident? Indeed. We now know for certain that we were able to race shift from the Wandering Sea as well as from Chaldea. While the ability to preserve time and space outside the Lost Belts may not help our efforts to remove them, having more options available can only be a good thing. Though that's not to say some of us aren't a bit worse for wear. I say, Director Gordov, has your weight returned to normal yet? It has! Not that I had any say in the matter. I still don't think it's right that I was the only one who didn't get to go on break. Nor do I see why we need an obsolete relic like race shifting when we have the zero sail. Go on, Mooney. You know I'm right. Tell them about how you and the whole staff are just as sick and tired of race shifting as I am. I'm so sick of your bullshit. What are you talking about? They're both mind-blowing technological advancements. You just gotta use them right. Also, I was on the staff of the original Calia too, so if anything, I'm way more used to race shifting. You agree with me, right, Sarah? Race shifting is way more fun than zero sailing, right? Yeah? Honestly, neither one's exactly a walk in the park. It too, girl! Why do I have to be born so race shift compatible? Oh, never mind that. Sion, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. We know that the Cryptor's accursed leader, Kishitara Woodheim, is in the Atlantic Lostbelt. I'm also told it's the largest Lostbelt in the world by far, and that it branches off its Tree of Emptiness to cover the Earth's entire stratosphere. So what possible point could there be in making a pit stop at this Lostbelt in India? It is not a pit stop. We need to go there to ensure our chances of victory are as high as possible. According to Trismegistus, the ocean occupies most of the Atlantic Lostbelt's territory. And we're not talking modern day ocean here. We are talking about a one from the Age of Gods, filled to the brim with ether, whatever, and demonic beast. As things stand right now, we have no way of crossing an ocean like that safely. If you were to enter the Atlantic Lostbelt now, you would just end up as so much seaweed. I see. Does that mean we can get there in the border? We can't get there in the border. I'm afraid not. Cian and I have been talking about it, and we both came to the conclusion that it's just not possible to make the border seaworthy while preserving its existing functionality. Just because it can sail void space doesn't mean it can do the same in reality space. Each ocean requires a completely different means of traversal. And since the border is an all-terrain void transporter, we can't allocate that many resources only to make it capable of sailing on real water. I guess we could technically do it if we made the hull bigger, but if we did that, we wouldn't have nearly enough staff to run it. A vehicle of that size would need at least 60 professionals to be operated. Can you guess what resources we are at lowest on just now, people? I guess that would be human resources. Manuare and the rest of the border staff are all doing their best, but... Right, so you are going to acquire what we need in the Indian Lostbelt. Well? So you want us to recruit more people? How the fuck? No, nothing like that. We already know that you cannot bring anything native to a Lostbelt outside it, right? No, this is a simple matter of earthbound coordinates. Huh? India has everything we currently lack, so we're going to go there to get it all in one fell swoop. I'm confused. Is that alright, Captain? We're all done making adjustments and attachments over here. All you have to do now is personally activate the Aeronax Phantasm in India and attach the what? Yes, I'll go with them. It's been several months since I started helping out with the border's maintenance. It might be as slow as a sea turtle, but I can't help but have some affection for it after all this time. And I know the Phantasm needs to be activated very carefully, with a precise ritual, and only at a particular coordinates. I don't know if we can even use it in a Lostbelt or not, but we'll never know unless we try. That said, I'm the one who's going to decide what it becomes. That part is non-negotiable. And if I decide it's not going to work, I'm going to come back on my own. Got that, Sion? Sure, as your master, I am okay with that, though I seriously doubt you are capable of being so heartless. What are you talking about? We're talking about my coming along with you to India. I thought you had already been told about that. Da Vinci, do you remember seeing a steel pyramid-shaped object somewhere around the dock? Well, it's mine. I'd like you to store it in the border for me. In the worst case, we can use it as a shield. But that's what we have mesh for. Oh, you mean that weird-looking thing that almost seems like a part from a car body kit? What the fuck? Aha! Is that the Aronax Phantasm thing you were just talking about? Yeah, it's not much use for a mermaid that can swim around the ocean freely, though. What the fuck? I can't say that I know what it is you're talking about, but the more servants around who can keep me safe, the better. Thanks. Anyway, glad to be here, everybody. Oh, well, don't worry about my seat. I already installed one for me, and it only takes up half of Manuare's space. Whoa, really? That means Captain's gonna be sitting next to me. This is my big chance to show what I'm made of. I can't wait to get started. Alright, but that is not our only objective in India. Does this mean we don't have to cut down his Tree of Emptiness? No, you will definitely need to be needing to eliminate the Indian Lostbelt while you are there. Given that it seems to be indirectly responsible for the recent ray shift incident. Yep, we were talking about the comma event. Pog, pog, pog. The Indian Lostbelt. There's a very good chance that these histories that were pruned away after they were deemed unnecessary contain significant and unprecedented threats. We have determined that we cannot leave this Lostbelt be just because it is low on our list of priorities. Besides, there is still so much we do not know, and not just about the Tree of Emptiness. What is going on with the Cryptors? Who are the alter egos claiming to be the disciples of the foreign god? Every Lostbelt we investigate provides us with more data. Sarah, Mash, Da Vinci, Gordov, Manuare. As the one supervising the command room and as someone personally wishing for your success, there is something I wish to say. You need to eliminate every Lostbelt. We have no choice but to fight, regardless of how painful that choice is. You need to eliminate them both to improve our chances of victory during the inevitable climatic confrontation and return to human history to its proper place. Sion. Oops, scratch that. I should know better than to get overly serious before you even headed out on a mission. I am sure we will run into more than enough trouble in the Lostbelts, so we should at least try to enjoy ourselves while we are in the base. Alright, that is all for now. Please make sure to review the particulars of the mission on your mobile devices. This order will commence at dawn. Be sure to get plenty of sleep and come to the dock by the time we agreed on. Roger that. Pog, pog, pog. Alright, we're almost ready to jump into that Lostbelt. Now what? Is it time? Is it the day? What's going on? Da Vinci? Da Vinci? Hello? Oh, Sarah, what's up? We have less than 6 hours until the mission starts. You should head back to your room and get some rest. I doubt we'll have many chances to get a full night's sleep once we're in the Lostbelt. Who knows when you'll get another chance to stay in a bed that doesn't rock.
It's actually time to go right now, Da Vinci.
Huh? It's already time. Have I been sleeping standing up this whole time? Okay. Oopsies, I didn't really want to go back to my workshop, so I guess I ended up resting my eyes first a little longer than I meant to. Well, I feel silly. Anyway, go on ahead down to the dock. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Something's sus. She just skated down the hall like it was a giant rig. Oh god, you. Please don't come with us. I hate how you talk. As I had thought, the Da Vinci is having some operational difficulties. When did you get here? I have been behind you for some time. You must have been so focused on Da Vinci that you didn't notice. Please don't come with us to the Indian Lostbelt. Please. In any case, this is a good chance to tell you this. You can't let Da Vinci push herself too much. She is doing everything Leonardo da Vinci would. But while in a much... been doing... Whatever, I don't care. That obviously puts tremendous strain on her now. You must be aware of that. She may have inherited Leonardo da Vinci's duties, but she is a pseudo-servant just like Mash is. We may differ in format, but she and I are very similar. I understand how she is feeling. No, scratch that. I do not know how she is feeling. Da Vinci is so strong. Nessa? I said too much. My apologies. So please keep this between us. Promise? I'm coming along to the Indian... No! Glad to have you with us again. Not really. Understood. I promise I will not let you down. Ain't gon' cap, I don't really like you because of how you fucking talk. That said, the jewel in my chest is acting up a bit. I don't see one. I don't think this has ever happened to me before. The Indian Lostbelt is a very bad place. Every part of my spirit origin is warning me not to go. Even so, every Lostbelt is dangerous. Is as dangerous as I am. The Crown Prince Nezha must not back I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Shut up, please. Please, I just don't care about you. Oh man, sorry I'm late. I can't believe I took so long to get ready. It looks like you are all here. Then let's begin the final rundown. Your destination is the Indian Lostbelt. Your objective is to help Captain gain experience point. I mean, power up the Shadow Border and explore the Indian Lostbelt and ultimately eliminate it. Why do you, you know, whatever. Captain and I will handle the Shadow Border side of things, so please do not concern yourselves with that. What I would like you to focus on, Master Sarah, is cutting down the Indian Tree of Emptiness. I estimate that you should have room in the border to fit about 20 days worth of supplies, so we have 20 days to do this pug. While the Anorak's Phantasm will be loaded into the hangar as a supplemental equipment. You will not need to account for it in battle, as it is not meant for offensive purposes. I take it we'll be summoning reinforcement servants within the Lostbelt again, as we have done thus far? Correct. From here you will need to travel across void space to get close to the Indian Lostbelt. And from there, you will need to immediately undergo another zero sale in order to make your way inside. Consecutive zero sales are draining, even for servants, and Da Vinci's protection safeguards can only do so much. So I think it's best if we keep no more than 3 servants on standby in the border. Then no matter how many servants we win over to our side in the future, we'll only be able to take 3 of them into a Lostbelt with us. That is how it works out, yes. I'm not saying we can never send more than 3 if we really need, 1-3 if we really have to, but the servants summoned inside a Lostbelt are more powerful anyway. So when you get there, I would like you to secure a ley line and use Smash's holy relic to form contracts with new heroic spirits, just as you have in any other Lostbelts. Alright then, as the Wandering Sea Command's room supervisor, I have an order for those of you on the field team. As of this moment, Novum Chaldea will be transitioning to its first battle position. Field team, go ahead and board the border, starting with Master Sarah. Does it really matter? Once I have confirmed that all of your vital signs are green, you will begin a zero sale. And officially commence Order Lostbelt number 4, along with its suborder Horde Monster. Make sure you you all give it everything you have, and I look forward to your safe return. Thanks, Sion Pog. Sion Pog. Alright, where to set out? Begin the battle, or not in the battle here, so we just get it. Section 1. Where to set out? Pog, Wog, Frog Dog. Activating Paper Moon. Yeah, we know. Pog. Let's go. We sailing. Good thing we didn't have to talk before that. We could just jump into it. Thank God. Okay, Pog. Good. We made it back into reality space.
Whoa! Oof, that violent shaking never gets any easier. Are you okay, Master?
I'm fine. I'm used to it by now.
I'm impressed, Master. Not many people could adapt to this as quickly as you have.
Huh, not so fast. Just take a look at how I don't care. I literally don't care. Shut up. I feel quite as powerless as the krill. One already in a whale's stomach at that. Never mind. So as long as I am at sea, even the most violent upheaval is a gentle breeze to me. If anyone should be worried about getting seasick, it's you guys. This ship could and should be much more comfortable. In particular, I'd like to add a bit more in the way of padding to my cushions. A good captain must always take care of his crew. After all, had I known how uncomfortable these chairs were, I would have prioritized making improvements. Hey, I'm glad to work together to keep the border systems in good shape. But I'm not about to let you go tinkering with tiny things like that on your own anytime soon. Even something as small as changing the air freshener we use in the bathroom could lead to fighting among the staff. I'm actually being a lot more considerate of everyone on board than you might think, you know. That is good to hear, but this is the sort of problem that should have been addressed in the planning stages of creating this vessel. You might have the most advanced vessels in the world, but it will do you little good if your crew is in too low spirits to make proper use of it. I'd guess the previous Da Vinci had no idea how difficult a voyage at sea could be. Ouch, well, he got me there. The last version of me was a genius, but she was definitely kind of insensitive about things like that. Still, she did make this amazingly capable armored vehicle back when nobody had any idea what was going to happen. I'd say that more than gets me off the hook for overlooking little things like cushions. Quite so. The next time we build a vehicle, we'll be sure to pay more attention to creature comforts. In the meantime, we have made our way through the storm wall, and now are inside the Indian Lostbelt, Pog. We should begin assessing our surroundings. First things first. Mr. Manuer, can you see this Lostbelt's Tree of Emptiness? Yeah, I think it's over there. I can see something far off to the southeast. Pug? That looks like a Tree of Emptiness to me. That's what it looks like to me. So it has already taken root, as I suspected. Furthermore, it appears to have already grown considerably. Pog. But unlike in China and Scandinavia, at least we know where to find it. That should save us a good deal of time. Just like that, are all Chinese robots so bold? No, that would be too dangerous. The tree is very far away, and I doubt the enemy has simply left it undefended. No shit, Sherlock. Ha! Alright. Oh yes, that reminds me. I'm aware that we have yet to define this term for our current circumstances. There's almost certainly another enemy we will need to face here. Yeah, the horned monster? What the fuck was that about? Is that what you're talking about? Given what we've seen thus far, there is an excellent chance that there is a cryptor assigned to this Lostbelt, and a king who has been ruling it since prior to the cryptor's arrival. It is therefore in our best interest to gather as much information as we can before we prepare to face them. Bug. While this particular Tree of Emptiness does seem to be have grown considerably, it also appears to be in a fairly stable state. Stable state. Did I say that right? I don't fucking know. So we do not seem to be under any immediate pressure. Of course, if things should take a sudden turn for the worse, we will have no choice but to act. But for the time being, it should be safe to prioritize investigating this Lostbelt. Pug. Whatever steps we take next, we should begin by getting to the bottom of this case, that is, this unknown history. Yes, very well. We shall... Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Alright, let's see if there's anything else of interest around here. What's that?
What's what? The fuck is that? It would seem there is something else visible to the naked eye here. Something a far distance from the Tree of Emptiness in its own right. Fascinating, much like the Chinese Lostbelt with the little fucky-wuckies. It's very, big. What the hell is that? Is it natural? Man-made? Hurry and scan it, man! I'm working on it, come on. It's no use. I can't get a read on it with anything. It's like it's deflecting any attempts to scan it. I thought it might be some sort of magecraft-based structure. If it doesn't show up on magical energy scans, perhaps it isn't. It seems all we can do is barely make it out with our eyes. Which I mean, in practically speaking, we can't even be sure it is truly there. I suppose one possible explanation is that we were all just seeing things. Yeah, no, probably not. You mean mass hallucination? As in a... I don't care. Frightening girl, yeah, whatever.
Please calm down, Director. I'm sure that it was just Holmes trying to make a joke. Foo!
At any rate, the only thing we can say for sure at this point is that we have no idea what's going on. Though I do wonder if this may have anything to do with that mysterious girl we saw near Russia's Tree of Emptiness. Mysterious girl? You talking about the alien-looking bitch thing? In the sense that we could only also see her despite being... yeah, we're talking about that. Unable to observe her with any... whatever. Then again, I suppose she did technically appear as a sort of blank spot on our sensors. Regardless, we still have far little information to work with, so there's nothing to be gained from drawing conclusions now. I guess we might be able to get some readings if we got close. I can't say I'm thrilled about the idea of getting near that thing, but if you want to head over there and try... Don't be daft! Why would we try to go inside that thing when we don't know the first thing about it? Why, if something were to happen to the border, or to me, God, I can't stand you. No, our first order of business to assure... Shut the fuck up. You're not wrong. Lostbelts do have their own population, so we know there's got to be a town around here somewhere. I can't tell if there is one near that giant cube or anything else nearby. Well, we shouldn't get too close to it in the border. Remember what happened in China? So, if we're prioritizing information and supplies, I think we should start by looking for a campsite. Luckily, the environmental readings are all stable, so we can assume we're safe enough to keep focus on keeping a low profile. I'd really rather not use the camo function if we can help it, since it's a major resource hog. Now, where's a good out-of-the-place place we could hide the border around here? Aha! That Rocky Mountain over there looks promising. Pog. Rocky Mountain Pog. Driving along in the shadow border. Alright, we should probably decide on our plan of attack here, just to make sure. How's the device holding up? The phantasm's quiet as a piece of coral. It's not about to wake up anytime soon. I was afraid of this. Even if we got to the coordinates now, I won't be able to do the ritual to activate it as long as a Lostbelt is here. So we won't be able to use your fancy new device or update the border until we get rid of this Lostbelt, huh? I thought that might be the case, but that doesn't make it any less sucky. What do you expect? One can hardly hope to win the first prize without taking part in the race. We will need to cut off this Lostbelt sooner or later, so if anything, this will only help simplify matters. Indeed, now as usual... Shut the fuck up. Saren mash to it, yeah. Given this said, yeah. Understood. Fuck you.
Yes, sir. I'll be sure to stay alert while we're in the field. Like I said before, the environment here is a lot more stable than it was in Russia or Scandinavia. It's similar to China's climate in a lot of ways, but in addition to the physical heat and humidity, there's also a high concentration of mana in the air here. That means you won't be able to use the portable stealth devices I gave you in China, just so you're aware. Still, at least we know you won't need to use the Olaris boards or any other special transport equipment here. So you won't have to worry about that. Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now, the sort of thing... Yeah, shut the fuck up. However, one can't live on enthusiasm... That's how I feel about everything you say. Sorry, I think this is a sensible decision, but I can't accompany them. I was not sent here as a combatant. Were I to try to fight along Sarah, I would just get in her way. My job is to make improvements on this vessel. I may not yet be able to do so, but there's still a lot of foundational work I can begin now, Pog. The first thing I'm going to focus on is improving this bridge's shock absorption. As I said, these cushions lean quite to be... why do you care?
Hey, I was planning to get to them when I had time, you know.
Yeah, I don't care about you. Yeah.
Right, India has historically been close with China, where they called it Tianzu. I'm sure you're familiar with it. Thank you, Nezha. I'm very reassured knowing you'll be there to help us.
Okay. Nonetheless, Nezha alone simply won't be enough. Divici needs to remain here on standby so that she can operate the border at a moment's notice if necessary. And Holmes needs to stay so that he can make full use of the border's instruments while he analyzes our findings. Suffice to say, Sarah, that you will need to bolster your fighting force if you are to carry out your investigation. To do so, you have to try summoning new servants in the field. Yes, I know. It's a shame. La 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 la.
I see Gordy's in a really good mood now that he has another servant staying behind who can keep him safe. I agree, you'll need to start by summoning new servants, but as they say, every cloud has a silver lining. And this particular summoning has 2 of them.
What?
First off, electricity. Thanks to Sion, we have another disposable booster you can use like you did in China. She said it's called the Void Cell. I gotta say, the Atlas Institute comes up with some really interesting stuff sometimes. As a refresher, just hook it up to Mesh's shield and it'll provide all the resources you need for the summon.
So you're gonna give me like $300 worth of quartz, right?
Unfortunately, thanks to all the time it took to make everything, it's only got enough juice for 2 servants. But hey, it's still way better than flying a kite to start, right? Second, I already found a perfect ley line for summoning, and, well, it's within walking distance.
I concur. Once you have bolstered your forces there, you can begin investigating our surroundings in earnest.
Understood. We'll make sure to do that.
Well, no time like the present. Let's go!
Foo! Foo!
Pog.
You sure you're okay with this, Gordy?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, just figured you'd say...
Fuck what?
Hold it. I'm the director and I give orders around here, or something like that.
Oh. Well, I admit I did come up with a few authoritative directives ahead of time. But I ultimately decided they weren't necessary given how this Lostbelt seems fairly peaceful. And if there's no point in saying them, well, why waste my breath? It's only good sense.
Of course there's no point to them. They're very, important. Go on, Gordy. Hurry up and say something.
Oh, well, if you insist, and if it's not too late. Hold it, you're forgetting something pivotal. What's that, you fuck? Your commander's orders, of course. We can't start an operation without them. Go on now, line... Oh, God. Sarah's the captain's shadow boy. Yeah, here are your orders. You're an investigator's law. Yeah. On it, you fuck.
That's more like it. When a mission's especially difficult, that's when you need to send them off with high hopes. We're really coming to our own as a team. I think we'd even give the old Cali a run for its money.
I mean, if you say so, but I don't believe that for a flying fucking second, because fuck Kordoff. Anyway, Lostbelt number 4. Samsara of Genesis Terminus, Yuga, that word. The final dark god. That's a mouthful. That's a fucking mouthful. Jesus fuck. Jesus Christ. Give me that quartz. Alright. There you go. Pog. Where the fuck is the tree? There it is. Oh my. You can actually see it on the map. That's Pog. Alright, let's jump into the next part. Pog. Okay, we're gonna jump into at least, ooh. Sure. Section 2. Meeting hope in a lonely world. Pog. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're gonna find out. We will find out if that is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to move this bullshit over to this bullshit. Alright. I have to ask, are you sure this will work? You had a fairly rough go of it in China, didn't you? Granted, I was so out of sorts. I don't care. I actually don't quite remember what happened very well. Still, I do recall hearing something about being unable to summon servants there. Oh yeah, because he was fucking sick and bullshit. I wish he was still sick. Okay. You don't have to tell us. We're fully aware. But I think we'll be okay. China was in a unique situation, even for a Lostbelt. Still, for what it's worth, I don't think Sarah will have any trouble summoning capable servants here.
Same. All we have to do now is give it a shot. Is everything ready, Mash? Yes, everything is in place for the summoning spell, and the connection to the Spirit Origin briefcase is stable. Running final checks. Done. Heroic Spirit summoning systems. Fate. All systems green. Go ahead whenever you're ready, Master.
Pug. I get to say the thing! My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Grail's call and abide by this will and reason, then answer me. I hereby swear. I embody all that is good in the world. I shall defeat all that is evil in the world. I love being able to say this bullshit. Seventh heaven clad in the 3 words of power. Come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales! I love being able to say that. It's Pog. Hi, Rama. I am Rama, a saber, and a great king of Kosla.
Karna, my boy, hi.
I am Lancer. My true name is Karna. It is good to be here.
It works, Senpai. We couldn't have hoped for a better result.
We even know them already. Pug. Whoa, good. I knew I had it. Shut the fuck up. You know what pisses me off about Gordoff a lot of the time is that he likes to live vicariously through me. And I fucking hate that bullshit.
Well, technically, it was Sarah that summoned them. Yeah. This is such good news, it almost makes me want to run around whooping for whooping? For joy. I won, of course. But at least Foe can hop around gleefully in my stead. Go ahead, Foe. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Pog. I see. Now I understand. So we're fighting for Chaldea on behalf of proper human history. Indeed, it sounds as though your path has thus far has been quite arduous, Master Sarah. Arduous, I guess, I don't know. But now that you have summoned me, the King of Kosla, and the Avatar Vishnu, your worries are over. How's it feel, Ramen, to have your wife in the arcade version of this, but you can't be with her because you're not in it? Funny. Alright, sorry. No matter what manner of hardships may lie ahead, my sword, a bane to all evil, will rend any obstacles you encounter asunder. And on the slight chance I'm not enough by myself, you even managed to summon Karna, the hero of benefaction. This goes far beyond just good luck. Just how many good deeds have you done to earn this kind of karma, Master? Karma. Anyway. You give me far more credit than I deserve. Still, I can promise you this, Master. Now that I have been summoned here, I will do everything in my power to see your will done. I await your orders. That said, as a... I don't know how to say that. I could ask for no greater honor than to fight alongside the King of Kosla. The King of Kosla, Kek W. Truthfully, I can't deny that I feel forced to smiling upon us. A very respectable view, son of Surya, god of sun. I will feel most reassured knowing you have my back. Okay. You're really happy about this, huh, Mash?
Oh, yes. Although I'm also just relieved. Since I already know very well how heroic and dependable they are. I'm so grateful they were the ones who chose to answer your call. I'll say, even without the home advantage going for them, I'd say these were some of the best possible servants we could have hoped to summon. Rama, Karna, Arjuna, and Parvati were my top choices from the spirit origin graph going in. But it was still a roll of the dice as to whether any of them would respond to the summon. And if that weren't good enough, Rama and Karna are both enormously well-known and influential here. Given all that, along with the fact that they know India like the back of their hands, I'm sure they'll be even more helpful than usual. That said, I'm sure some things might be off for them here, given that this is a Lostbelt and all, but I'm sure they'll still handle it way better than us Europeans. Star.
Speaking of which, what do you make of this Lostbelt so far? How is it different from the India you're familiar with? Yes, please do tell. How is it different? How is it not different? I recognize nothing of this topography. No, it's more than that. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but it feels like the air here is... Yes, it's very dry. It makes me feel lonely. Yes, that's it. It makes me feel lonely. I have no idea what that might mean, though.
Lonely, huh? Oh?
And of course, I always make a point to try and sense my wife whenever I materialize. Oh, you poor thing. But it seems she is nowhere to be found here. One more reason I feel lonely, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, Rama. Head pats. It's okay. Ah, my beloved wife, Sita. When will I get to see you again? Well, you see, the thing about that, Rama, is that the Fate Grand Order people, DW, say, nope, keep them separated for as long as fucking possible for some goddamn reason, which is really sad. I'm sorry, my dude. I don't sense anything familiar here either. Well, I suppose there is. I love having this story have Karna in it because I've always wanted to have more Karna screen time because I really fucking love Karna. Alright. Are you picking something up? No, it's nothing. For a moment I felt a bit of the kind of tension I feel prior to battle. I was trying to figure out what it might be, but I couldn't come up with anything. I must have been imagining things. Or perhaps my mind was playing tricks on me. Well, I'm sorry I can't be clearer than that, Master. Very well then. What do you make of that mysterious cube off in the distance? To be honest, I have no idea. Well, I've traveled to all manner of countries in my search for Sita, but I've never seen nor heard of anything like that. Nor have I. There is something about its shape that seems vaguely familiar. But I am sure that is not the kind of answer you are looking for.
Not really, no. I could say it looks like a giant die or an enormous 3D puzzle, but that wouldn't do us any good. We want to know what it's made of, not what it looks like.
If you use proper human history servants don't know, then it's obviously something unique to this Lostbelt. In which case, the only way we'll find answers is by investigating it. We can start with our immediate surroundings as I originally planned. Remember, the fate of the world hinges on us, so make sure you do your damn jobs! Hey, Master, I know he's your superior, but does he have to be so condescending? Thank you! Thank you! Somebody said it! Does he not know that I'm a king? Sorry about that. He's not fuck Gordov. Well, no matter. Given that I am a servant now, I can certainly overlook a transgression or two.
He is definitely condescending, but also totally harmless. I recommend not dwelling on it.
Foo, foo!
Alright, why don't we get our investigation underway?
We'll begin with the immediate vicinity, so just head in the direction we tell you, and we should all be set. You might run into a wild animal or two along the way, but I'm sure you guys will be able to handle them just fine.
Pog. Oh, okay. Can I change her CE? Yes, I fucking can. Alright. Alright. Interesting. What does this do? Begin battle trip. Oh, okay, Pog. Pog. Let's see here. What do we want to use? I mean, realistically, this needs to be leveled up. I think for these beginning ones, we'll put this one on because I do need to level up this Mystic Code. So, but I also don't use it a lot, and I'd rather use something that's probably useful. So, this one's pretty good. Well, we don't need it for this though. We could level up this one. This one's pretty good. It's a little weird, but you know, we'll use it. Alright, go. Let's do some fighting and some winning. This is gonna be interesting. Figuring out how this Lostbelt works. Pog, Frog Dog. I'm barely interested in this Lostbelt story because it has Karna in it, it has Arjuna Altar in it, and I want to know about Arjuna Altar so bad. 2 years, I've not known a damn thing about him besides he's a berserker and he's Pog and he's hot. That's literally all I know about Arjuna Altar. I know nothing of his character. I think he's probably like a, I feel like he's a kudere, you know? I could be wrong, but I could be wrong that he's not a kudere at all, but that's my first initial impressions, is that he's a kudere. That's what I feel, is that Arjuna Altar is a kudere. But I have no idea if I'm right or not, so... Like, this isn't, like, this is the... Well, I guess it's one of the best representations for him, because sometimes servants that are in the story are slightly different when you summon them, but relatively they're the same. So, we'll see. We will see. We will see how it plays out. I feel like he's a kudere, though. If I had to pick a type, there's no way he's a tsundere. Highly doubt he's a yandere. And probably not a dandere. Oh, this is a 1 out of 1. Okay. Good to know. I should have looked at that previously. It's fine, though. Oh, that's right. We get red-haired Karna. Ah, red-haired Karna is gonna be so fun. Red-haired Karna is gonna be so pog. Alright. Red-haired Karna is gonna be hot as fuck. Pog. Huge. Alright. Huge. Massive even. Pog, Frog Dog. You love to see it. Is that okay? Yep. Okay, so we're gonna end it here, guys. For now, we're going to pick it up in the Lotus Plains next time. Pog, Frog Dog. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and please hit the sub button. It helps me out a lot. I'm trying to hit the goal of 10k subs by the end of the year. We are halfway through the year, and I'm kind of doubtful that we're going to be able to do it, but maybe we can do it, so please hit the sub button. It's completely free. It takes you like 2 seconds. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in whatever Let's Play video I do next is. Until then, farewell! I believe we can fly.